Jamie came all this way to sample some bourbon and record a video. So I figured, well, since he was here, let's record another video. So check out the video that we did. Well, for us, just a few minutes ago, but for you, maybe a few days ago, depending on when I published those, we did a Knob Creek review. We did a 9, a 12, and a 15. All great products, but check that out. And I'm going to remember this time on the front end. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Give us a thumbs up if you like this. Also appreciate if you subscribe. We do bourbon tastings. I've been making some different fermentations. I got a Pinot Noir sitting behind the camera. It's probably ready to drink. I'm probably going to oak it. I made a blueberry mead. I've got some other things up my sleeve that I'll be working on here soon. But appreciate the thumbs up and subscribe. And if you click the bell icon, you'll get notified when the new stuff comes out. But since Jamie was here, I'm like, let's try something else. And he brought 2 bottles. So I was like, well, might as well force you to.
I always drive around 2 bottles in the car.
I almost twisted your arm, but I don't think I needed to.
No.
So, and so we thought a little bit about this one. So the last one was easy. He brought a Knob Creek 15. I had a 9 and a 12. But, all right, that's a no-brainer. That's an easy comparison. But he brought a Baker's Kentucky Straight Bourbon single barrel, 107 proof, 7 years. So I was like, all right, let's see what else we have on the shelf that's somewhat comparable to that. So we've got a Russell's Reserve Private Barrel Selection, single barrel, Kentucky Straight Bourbon, 110 proof, and it is a 8-year, so a little bit older. And then this Nulu single barrel straight bourbon whiskey, it's 116.6 proof. It says it's 4 years and 6 months, a little bit younger on the age, a little bit higher on the proof. The Baker is Jim Beam, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Russell's is a Wild Turkey. And Nulu, I don't know much about them, but this is an MGP product, which it took me a long time to figure out what MGP is. So if you don't know what that means, basically it means there's a giant distiller in Lawrenceburg, Indiana, that is a contract distiller. And these companies will hire MGP, I can't remember what it stands for, but anyway, whatever it stands for, to make their bourbon for them, or their whiskey, or whatever the case may be. So, and then the company will, in some cases, bottle their own, or sometimes MGP will bottle it, but then they brand it and that sort of thing. So that's what we have with this Nulu. Now, I've tasted both of these before. My recollection, the first time I tried the Nulu, I didn't like it. And I told Jamie this on the front end.
Yeah.
But, sometimes bourbon tastes change.
It changes. There's a little breathe. Yeah.
Well, you and I were talking before we hit record, like my kind of like go-to for the longest time is Buffalo Trace.
Yeah.
And we were talking about these guys that we watch.
Yeah.
And the one guy talks about it tasting like sweet tarts. And I never even noticed that before.
Yeah, he ruined it.
But now that's all I taste. And like, I'm not going to pour my bottle of Buffalo Trace down the drain, but I'm probably not going to buy another one the next time.
No, and it's hard. It's hard to find anyway. People chase it, so I'm going to go chase something else.
Well, yeah. And last time I bought Buffalo Trace, they only allowed you to get one bottle.
Yeah, it's allocated. Yeah.
Now, have you had I know off topic, but have you had the White Dog, the Buffalo Trace White Dog?
I have.
Is it good?
It's
not bourbon.
It's basically moonshine.
Yeah.
So
I thought about getting a bottle of that and pouring it in like an oak barrel and seeing what I can do with that.
That would probably work. Because that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the pre-barrel.
Pre-barrel.
Yeah.
I don't know. So if y'all know a hot lead on finding some of that White Dog, let me know. I'm probably going to be in the market for that. So, all right. So I don't care where we start on this one. There's the Knob Creek made sense to go from 9 and then 12 to 15, but here I don't think it matters. So
it doesn't.
All right. Well, which one do you want to start with?
Start Baker's.
All right. Start with Baker's.
Okay.
All right. And again, so this while we're I'm looking at my cheat notes here. The mash bill on this, 77 corn, 13 rye, 10 barley. You said you paid about $60. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's a 7-year, proof 107.
And from mash bill, this is exactly what Knob Creek is as well.
It is the same. Yeah, that's right. But the nose is way more pleasant.
Way more. Yeah.
Like that 9-year nose on the Knob Creek, like to me, it was like almost, it was pretty much the predominant note was ethanol.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little bit of ethanol here, but I get almost a leathery smell in the nose too. That's so different.
It's very different.
It just blows me away. Like, what are they doing? Like, I'm curious.
The more it lingers, there's more heat.
Yeah, it's there. It's hot.
which is interesting. I didn't have the heat on the 9-year Knob Creek,
No.
and I have the heat on the 7-year.
Oh, yeah. Right.
It's interesting.
Yeah. So, like, my curious mind is this the same product that's the Knob Creek that's just a 7-year? I don't know. I guess folks at Jim Beam, let us know.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're not going to.
I'm sure.
But, all right, that's really interesting. I mean, nothing like jumps out as like
Nothing.
This is like a predominant.
No.
It's good whiskey. Don't
It's pretty smooth.
It's really smooth. But nothing says this is caramel or this is toffee or this is butter or anything like that. Not oaky though.
No,
not
oaky. So there's hints, like you said, there's hints of toffee, there's hints of this, but there's nothing dominant in it.
It's a balanced flavor profile. But the heat does come at the end. I'm waiting for it. Yeah, here it comes.
Yeah.
All right, it's a good drink.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's an interesting.
I've never had Baker's before, so not that I don't see it a lot. I don't think it's hard to find.
Right.
But I just never grabbed one yet. But all right. I guess we're gonna go down the Nulu, yeah. All right. Nulu, what I could find on this mash bill is 75 corn, 21 rye, 4% malted barley. When I bought this, and I don't remember where I bought it at. I think it was in South Carolina, but I could be wrong. I spent $75 on this bottle, so and that Baker's was $60.
So on the nose, I get a little bit of a hint of like almost a chocolate or a toffee here.
Yeah, I get the toffee for sure. Isn't it funny how like nose has a like your memory in the nose?
Yeah.
Like it's almost the nose has more of a memory for me than the taste sometimes. It's got a taste on the front, like that's just like for me. It's unpleasant.
It's odd,
and I want to say it's almost like an oaky taste on that front end, but it's not like a tradition to me.
It's like a young oak. It's like a really young, almost floral to the moth. I mean,
I mean, this is a 4-year, 6-month. So, decent as far as age is concerned. I don't know. It's okay.
It's average, yeah.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate it. I'm not going to pour it out, obviously, but it's probably going to sit on that shelf until somebody else comes over and wants to try it again. But it's okay.
Yeah.
For the price, I mean, I'm not going to spend $75 again on that. All right. It's a little unpleasant.
Yeah.
There's something there. I don't know what it is. It's hard to describe because, I don't know. It's just there. All right. I don't want to. Do you want to beat it up more?
No.
Okay. No. All right. This last one I got is this Russell's Reserve Private Barrel Selection. And I got this from a local Big Red Liquors. So this is a store selection. So.
A little bit of toffee.
Yeah. I think there's a little bit of butter and a little bit of slight cinnamon, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't really pick up much of an ethanol note at all,
you don't.
really. And my I was telling Jamie this when we're off camera, but like I always I just always shied away from wild turkey because I always thought it was the bottom shelf stuff. Yeah. But it's not really.
No, it's really not. It's really good. Like I said, it's probably my daily sippers between the Russell Reserve 10 and the Wild Turkey 101. They're my go-tos. They just have great price points.
They do have great price points.
Great price points for what you get. It's outstanding.
Now, I probably overpaid for this bottle, but it is a store pick, single barrel, whatnot. So I paid about $90 for this. I don't know if I said, but in case I did, and if I did, sorry for repeating. Mash bill, and that's 75 corn, 13 rye, 12 barley. And again, this is an 8-year product. Price is a little bit higher than I would tend to spend, but it's still under $100. And it's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It's really good.
It is.
It's a balanced, smooth drink. But I used to shy away from them because I always thought they were like not good products.
Yeah.
And I think I was like, you look at like just straight like a Wild Turkey or a Wild Turkey 101, and the price point is misleading.
It's misleading. I don't know how to do it.
Because the price point says this is not going to be good, and then you try it and like, oh,
it's really good.
This is really good.
Yeah.
Now I haven't had Wild Turkey 101. I mean, I've had it before, but that was forever ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I just say on my daily on a Friday night would be Wild Turkey 101 or the 10-year, and the 10-year is going to run you around 24, 25, or the Wild Turkey 101 is going to be around 24,
which is a great price.
And you can what the 10-year anywhere between where you get it between 28 and 35.
Yeah.
So,
and you're going to pay up a little bit for a single barrel,
and
especially a store pick. But it's still good though. Still good. This is really good. All right.
It's really good.
All right. So I guess let's review where we're at on this. So how do you feel about the Bakers? Had you had this before today?
I've had the Bakers before today. Yeah. That's the only one I've had before today. I thought it was pretty smooth.
I agree.
I would say it would probably rank second for me
today.
Yeah.
Yeah. This Russell's the number one.
Russell's would be one.
I mean, even with the price difference.
I would probably still go here. If
you might start a Friday night with this, but you're probably not going to finish
Correct.
a Friday night.
Yeah.
But this is where you get like the first couple pours of the night, just to like ease into Friday and the weekend.
Right.
And then you're going to switch the gears up a little bit because the price point on something like that is a little bit higher. But
I was kind of surprised at how different this with the same mash bill was different than
I know
Creek.
That was what's most surprising because we just like as we're recording this, minutes before we just recorded the Knob Creek. And it tastes so different.
Night and day different. And you're talking 2 years difference from the bottom.
I know.
And so it's very surprising.
I know, but it's good, and I like this bottle is nice too. I like they've done something different with the stopper. I mean, I'm kind of a sucker for some of these bottles. Sometimes. I mean, we were talking about one of the ones that sit on my shelf. We will leave it nameless.
Yep.
I've already hit on that video and in a different video before, but. Sometimes the bottle's cool, but the product inside is not so good. And I've got one or two of those on the shelf, but this bottle's cool, and I mean it feels industrial. I like that.
It's nice.
Now the Nulu. I mean, so you're Russell's 1, Baker's 2, Nulu 3rd, and if I'm gauging your reaction, a distant 3rd.
Yeah, I mean it was almost syrupy to me. And it was an odd.
It had a weird taste.
It had a weird taste. It did come across as more of a younger. Bourbon,
but it's not that young.
It's not that young. No, it's not.
I mean, it's a 4.5 year bourbon.
Yeah.
It
should be more developed than it is, and it just just wasn't.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just it's going to go on the shelf, and if anybody really loves this Nulu product, just send me a note. I will figure out a way to get it to you. But we'll do a fair trade of some sort. I don't know what that might be. So, all right. So, any closing thoughts or anything else you want to add?
I was really glad to try the Russell's because I'm a huge Wild Turkey fan, and so that was one I hadn't had before, and so it was it was good. It was good.
Yeah, thank you, and thanks for bringing the Bakers and the Knob 15. That was really good stuff. We'll definitely have to do this again.
Absolutely.
So, all right, and you could come here, or I could come your place. Either way, and if anybody else wants to come drink some bourbon with me or Jamie, just let us know. I'm sure we can figure out a way to make that happen.
Absolutely.
I mean,
5 days a week, we don't care.
Yeah, I mean, probably afternoon is preferred, but if morning's your only option,
there are some really good breakfast bourbons.
I'm sure we could make some exceptions to that. So again, thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate the watching, the thumbs up, the subscribing. Love comments and feedback. So let us know what your thoughts about these bourbons are and anything else you think we should try. So I'll talk to you all real soon. Take care.